This is a cabin in the middle of the woods in northern Arizona. For the next 3 days straight, my friends and I are going to play Dungeons and Dragons to complete one of the most dangerous and outlandish old-school dungeons created by 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐜 himself.
It's like 6 months.
Are we going to make it through? Or are we going to hate each other by the end of this trip?
It wouldn't even matter what the fuck I paid.
Let's find out.
I don't have the date on here. I think it's March 12th. It's a Tuesday, spring break. I have just finished getting ready for the trip. I am going to go and pick up a rental car, and then I'm gonna go grab some last minute items, and then we're gonna make the trip to the cabin.
So I said goodbye to the only other living thing in my room and went downstairs to get driven to the rental car place by my friend Michaela. With the car rented and bags packed, I went to grab Caitlin and Zach, who were ready to start the drive.
No, we have to go to a different store.
With one more exception. We had to get grid paper for the battle maps.
We're going to get paper.
After finding exactly what we needed at Michael's, it was time to finally start our journey south to the cabin.
Oh my god, it's a great time.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god. The funny part is I'll probably just put that part in.
It was a pretty short drive, and we soon found ourselves in the middle of the woods with the rest of our friends, Emily, Ridley, and John, whose cabin it was. And nothing is more relaxing than a nice, easy game of coup.
Pay 3 coins to kill you.
We went out for dinner that night, and after some confusion, I was able to figure out which bathroom to use.
Binary. People in the midst.
Also, we found Egg Tree.
What's the egg tree? Is it just eggs? That's just eggs. Why is there so many eggs?
Ending the night with some analog horror from Ridley.
That is like TikTok analog horror.
We waited with bated breath for the next morning. As the sun rose, I prepared to run Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. This is actually very funny because a few weeks after this trip, Wizards of the Coast announced that they were going to be remaking this exact module for quests from the Infinite Staircase. For this trip though, we used the Goodman Games 5th edition conversion. And just in case you don't know, Expedition to the Barrier Peaks was a module released for tournament play back in the 1980s. It sees adventurers delving deep into the metal tomb of some unknown civilization, where monsters lurk and wield constructs question you in strange languages. Simply put, it's a spaceship. After the first encounter was done,
12 damage.
12 damage. With that, you stab into the creature as it kind of bubbles, falls over, and is dead.
Are you good?
I'm free!
my players started to realize where exactly they were, and how some of their abilities wouldn't work here.
Proficiency when traveling in your favorite training for intelligence, wisdom, abilities. Don't worry, I won't have this the rest of the campaign. You said Barrier Peaks. I mean, a favorite terrain of mountain and forest, and then we had a spaceship where it wouldn't even matter what the fuck I paid. It's the point. This is an unfriendly to rangers campaign.
We played for 2 4-hour periods, but we were feeling pretty good.
Do constructs have noses to get sick?
Do you have to have a nose to get sick?
Until the next day.
Ridley, do you want to explain what happened?
So, like last week in Heroes of Pain, I went down, I failed the death save, and then I crit failed.
And he's getting stolen
And I'm
again.
getting kidnapped again!
To be fair,
We opened the second day of play with a horde of 9 doppelgangers attacking the party. In just a few short rounds, Ridley's first character was knocked down, and she failed all of her death saving throws. Ridley's character was dead. Thankfully, I told everyone to prepare 2 characters just in case this happened, and we continued play as normal.
Ridley with just new characters.
The players descended further into the spaceship and found a companion above a large botanical garden, a flump named With their new friend 𝐏𝐵𝐵 in tow, they descended into the botanical garden and got assaulted by trappers, tentacled holes, and the first D&D appearance of the Froggy-Myth, which they defeated very easily.
More effects on it.
It's like a halo.
Can I shield bash it at all?
Sure.
Do it.
I don't plan on it doing anything. I just want to bash it. Wait, can I bash it into the trap? Never
Do you
mind.
just roll it and pick it up? You caught it! That was impressive.
With some scattered gems collected and the bodies of their foes looted, we ended our second day of play.
I saw my own face when I looked back, and I just thought of like that. You should know this too.
We were already 16 hours in, and we were starting to lose our minds just a little bit.
Oh, good God. Oh.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Oh.
Does
Oh,
whatever
God.
the spider does.
Day 3. The final day. The players descended further into the spaceship and encountered one-eyed horrors, a rude mind flayer with a laser pistol, and they found a door that had been leaking monsters into the overworld, the exact reason that they had in coming here. As the hours wound down, the players heard an announcement from the ship. It was going to explode. So they rushed to get everything that they could and then get out of the ship just in time as it exploded brilliantly behind them. And I stopped the timer. We had hit exactly 24 hours. The truth is that I was expecting to be exhausted by the end of this trip. I thought that I would want to stop playing D&D for at least a week, maybe 2, but that wasn't happening at all. I was still excited. In fact, I was more excited than when we had got there in the first place. I was looking forward to playing our normal weekly sessions that was just going to continue a few days after the trip had ended. You see, this group and I, we play in 2 campaigns weekly. One is streamed here on the channel, and one is not. This trip, however, felt different. It was different. We had played online for so long that we had forgotten how good it can feel to sit around a table, bust out some snacks and markers, and play D&D together. Getting to see my friends and do something that we all loved for 3 straight days was incredible. And all that I was feeling at the end was a desire to do more. In our normal weekly games, we end the session and we have to wait a whole other week. With this one, we ended a session and all we had to look forward to was the next day. And this journey with my friends, it was a fortuitous one for them.
So we just finished the module,
Yep,
and we're gonna do the total score. How much loot we got?
Alright, are we ready for total?
Think so.
Alright. 88,340.
Oh my God.
We've been playing High Haven for what, a year and change, and we haven't even come close.
My players earned all of that money, but they weren't ever going to get to spend it. So the next week on our live stream, they found the exact amount, 88,340 gold pieces, at the end of the Drow stronghold that they were attacking. Genuine treasure trove of the Drow. As we end this session with you guys in this room, capturing those that you did and kind of securing this hold for yourself in the time being, you have found in this room and are able to put into your carry-all gemstones 88,340 gold pieces.
It's the treasure. It's from the adventure.
It was a great feeling to see them realize what they had found, and it brought back all of the great memories of the trip the week before. To end the week, we auctioned off all of the maps that we had drawn during the campaign with the split gold that they had gotten from their loot. It turned out that there was exactly enough battle maps that every player and I got 2 maps. And we all got battle maps that had importance to us. And just like that, it was over. We packed up our stuff, we cleaned the cabin, and we got ready to head home. And you know what? I'm really, really looking forward to doing this again.
There we go. I'm watching my car get covered in stuff.